Live from the 15 Minutes of Fame studios, 39th and Broadway, in the heart of Bayonne, New Jersey, cause we couldn't afford a spot in Manhattan. Welcome to the Shut Up and Talk Show. Give it up for your hosts, me motherfuckers. Let's go.
So Big K is the infamous, not even infamous, it's the famous see what you niggas do for views.
Mm-hmm. See what they do for views. There's no nigga in it, but see what they do for views. Yeah.
There's no nigga.
Yes. But see what they do for views is the same. A lot of people has stole that and adopted it from me. You know what I mean? It's something I said.
Well,
everybody says it to this day.
So let's go off of that, right? Because nowadays in battle rap, that's the key for a lot of people's career.
Mm-hmm.
It's what they can do for views. I'm starting to get annoyed, right? So every time something happens where we get these personal battles and people are really going overboard with personals, like it's starting to get to me again because I keep saying we need to get back to rapping.
Mm-hmm.
Like people are doing things for the views opposed to trying to win a battle.
That's the fans' fault. That's the fans' fault. One thing about battle rap is, don't get mad at me, y'all. I'm gonna tell you the truth, but you know, the fans should have a voice, right?
Of course.
But you know, to be so bloodthirsty to want to cancel somebody, or what can we find out about this guy that doesn't match what we think? If you assholes just understand that this shit is entertainment, we trying to entertain y'all. We in a growing business that rules are being made as we go. You know what I mean? There's no set, this is how you do it, this is how you're supposed to do it. Right? So we're still
Nobody went to school for
I'm
it.
10 years in trying to figure this shit out. Still trying to figure the sport out. All the way. Rarely anybody has it mastered. There's a few, and they don't even have to be dope once you master it. Mm-hmm. But you know, they're so bloodthirsty for the expose.
Yes.
Exposed. You don't want me to go up here and out-rap this man no more. You want me to go up here and tell you what his baby mom name is and how much he is back child support for. And it's fucking weird. It's weird because we human like y'all.
Right.
But the problem is a lot of battle rap fans are inspiring rappers, people who think they can do it. Some are jealous they can't do it. You know what I mean? And you know, they just won't accept it for what it is. So I think the fans have helped create a atmosphere where you want to be that guy to get that information because they're so thirsty to hear it, and that's how you're getting your attention. And it all stems back to see what niggas is doing for views. So you got me saying that shit wrong. See what they do for views. It's amazing. Today they're doing it.
It's like, here's my thing, right? I get it. It's battle rap. You want to rile up your opponent, you know, because riling them up means you pretty much, you win it by riling them up. But I think it's getting to the point now where as though it's like, it's getting so personal, it's fucking people's regular lives up. You know what I mean? Like information from people's regular lives are being brought into battle rap. And now that's you want to win the battle. I get it. While you're winning the battle,
I mean, look what
you're
Rada did.
fucking this man's home life up at the same time.
Look what Rada did. We all loved it. It was great, right? He lost. He lost. Now,
some people say he won, but he just
maybe won the war. Maybe he won the war, but what's the prize for it? Did you like who you want to battle next? Head Ice? Did you fuck Head Ice, girl? Because if you didn't, we didn't really want to hear that shit, Rada. We didn't want to hear it before you had that. Now we love Rada because he fucked Mike P's girl before Mike P was with her. We love you. I enjoyed it too. I'm not going to sit there and act like I didn't. When I watched it, I was on the edge of my seat and I said, this is what I'm talking about. But at the same time, look what we cheering for because there's a domino effect to that. You know what I mean? So
it's like I say, you fuck the man. Who knows what him and his girl might be going through right now as we speak.
And it's also you have weenies like fucking Bill Collector when he went on Champion and responded to me calling him out, and he was on there just he was telling a bunch of lies, and it was sickening to me because I always thought he was an entertainer, clown, bull, because I knew him as that, and he embraces that. So that's not a slight towards him.
Right.
But, damn, I mean, he told a story. He said, I came up here to see Heavy Bags one time, and Heavy Bags really wanted to do the interview with him, but I was his ride type shit. And he was going to beat my girl up on the way, which the two bitches we brought, they weren't even our girls. It was just two bitches we brought with us. Two females we brought with us. And he said Heavy Bags gave him some weed, and then, like, you know, just a whole bunch of bullshit. And, like, Bags is my brother. So he's never put me in a position when I came to see him to even have to flunky for anything. He won't even take my money half the time. Damn, Bags, let me pay for that. Huh, Raw, you good. He always makes sure I'm good when I come to see him. So he even put Bags in a position like that to be like, you know, and Bags sent a tweet out to me shortly after that interview dropped, like, Rosenberg's been my brother, always been my brother. He didn't have to really say much more. But that's the thing, like, even somebody who comes from my era where it wasn't drowned in personals, because when me and Bill and them first came in John's and the JC's, it wasn't about personals. That shit just started a couple years ago. You know what I'm saying?
If it was, is I fucked your brother.
Here and there. So I heard this type shit. But, you know, I mean, to the extent that some of these dudes would go to try to be that guy, it's sickening.
What is the most personal angle or whatever you've done in a battle? How far was the most personal thing you've ever done?
See what they do for views. And I didn't want to do it.
What did you say about Big K?
His brother had passed away. He said before that.
That's the one when you said, like, and what are you doing here or something?
I said, let's get serious, because what I'm about to say is serious. I seen some shit your last battle that had me feeling weird as shit. It proved that you a sucker, nigga. Point blank, period. And I'd be surprised if y'all didn't feel the same after hearing it. That I wrote that after I wrote the See What They Do for Views part and put it before, because I was so concerned with disrespecting his brother, and I didn't want to do that. Not in fear for what he would do. That's not the type of dude I am. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to do some shit like that to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I wanted to make sure I flipped it to him. And I'm talking about you, like, rest in peace, your brother. I don't have a problem with him. And that was the most personal I got. That I remember, that stamped in there. I can, you know, I had 50 battles, so you know what I mean.
Why? What was your reasoning for getting that personal with Big K? You didn't know him, right?
I needed it. I needed it.
Say it again.
I needed it.
You needed it, right?
I needed it. But here's the thing. I just told you that I tread it carefully.
Right.
Nobody's doing that right now. I was mindful of being personal.
Okay.
I said you said before your last battle you missed your brother's funeral. My nigga, for a tryout battle we missing your brother's funeral? No disrespect intended to your brother, K. Right. That's truthful too. My question is why you thought that was something that's cool to do. Let's switch the shoe. If you died in heat rack, is that something he would do to you? I was trailing the line.
There was no disrespect to his brother.
I meant no disrespect to him. I meant no disrespect to him.
In Ryder's battle, he disrespected Mike, but he also disrespected the girl.
He got on Twitter afterwards
and was still
he still was disrespecting him outside of the battle. But even Mike, I mean, Mike got to conduct himself better. True. You know, you got to conduct yourself better, Mike. You know what you did before that battle when you opened it up. You saw karma comes to a few, right? Right. It happened to you. Don't get on Twitter and say you're going to punch his teeth down his throat because he did that to you. You had, I mean, Danny didn't do that to you. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know.
Actually, they hugged and we probably had drinks after that.
And then look, there's a video of Danny's wife saying how she felt about it. How she felt about it. Right. Somebody who is not a part of this culture, her husband is. You know what I'm saying? Felt like she needed to speak out. She battles with that. That her fucking battle with addiction is so much more important in this fucking culture. When you talk about that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? This culture's don't come before that.
The problem is when you talk about somebody that's not, you brought his brother up, but you didn't talk about his brother.
I didn't say, man, fuck your brother. And Big K didn't really fuck with me. I mean, Big K just formed a relationship in the recent years, I felt, to where he has accepted me extending a friendship to him because I fucks with him. I fucks
You
with
think
it.
he didn't want to fuck with you after that?
I think he didn't fuck with me. He let me know on social media. I've reached out to him. K's my favorite battler. I've been saying that for 5 years. You know what I mean? So I feel like when he finally, whenever he got over that personally, I don't think it hurt him because he lost a battle. I just think that I didn't know how close he was with that man. So, you know, I don't know how much I bothered him when I say he could have wanted to fight me. I didn't know. You know what I mean? So it took a while for me to feel like he was cordial with me. He was cool with me. And now we cool. We came to the champion. I mean, have my man to go see him, take care of him and shit. Yeah, he's a good dude. I fuck with him. So.
See what you did for views?
Yeah, right. When you put it in that perspective, I guess I'm being a hypocrite, right? It's the game, but I think that's the thing though. You gotta have principles and morals as a man. Right. You gotta have a line. You gotta know when you selling yourself out. I think we've all sold ourselves out in this game at a point. I've taken $400 to selling myself out. All right, so you know, you learn. One thing I can say is I still love to compete. I can't stop competing. I mean, I retired for 2 years. The prices got so low for me, it was depressing. You know what I'm saying? It was depressing. So I had to fix myself just to be able to come back and be able to be strong enough to take the bullshit that comes with the battles. I mean, we don't wake up in good moods every day. You know what I mean? So let's say I do. Well, everybody's not you, Uncle Ron. So, you know, I might wake up with a headache. I might not got a lot of sleep because my baby girls didn't sleep well or something like that. I got babies, not, you know what I mean, kids. So sometimes I don't sleep well. I wake up feeling like shit. And if I didn't get to bed till 2, 3 in the morning, I still got to wake up at 6 in the morning and then get there. You know what I mean? You got to do that. But, you know, who's to say I go jump on a new video that drops and I read some comments and, you know, they're battle rap fans, man. They're vicious. I mean, they'll turn your whole comment section into a cyberbullying place. You know what I mean? And you gotta be tough. You gotta be tough. You have to be tough. But I say that we're not battle rappers 24/7. Right. So we have weak moments in our lives. You know what I mean? Nobody might not know. Nobody, you know, my uncle just had. And my cousin, his son, had a kidney transplant surgery 2 weeks ago. You know, our family was devoted to that. I wasn't Rosenberg Raw through that whole 2 weeks. You know, I was Kyle. I was part of my family. But if a video dropped, you know, that didn't stop anybody from saying what they said. They never are mindful of what could be happening. You know, my grandma could be on hospice. You don't know what's going on. And they're still like, you still being dick riders. You still being fucking, you know, there's so much hate and love from the fans. It's a rough business. It's a rough business. But you know, I made a niche in it. You know what I mean? I didn't ask, you know, I didn't ask for it. You know what I mean? It came to me and I took off and, you know, now I'm Rosenberg Raw and I stand on that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of dudes fade off. They can't handle it. A lot of dudes that was nice not around no more.
That's what Show Off had told me. I got to drop that part of the interview that, you know, he pretty much left battle rap because, you know, it was like getting to a point where it's though like he might fuck around and fight somebody or, you know, like it was getting out of control and he didn't know what he was capable of doing. You know, so
there's not enough brotherhood in battle rap. There's not enough brotherhood.
At any given day, because I bet you Mike and Ryder, prior to that battle, weren't on bad terms.
He walked behind that video that they're showing where his girl's supposed to be cheesed at her. I mean, they dapped each other up.
That was a couple weeks prior to the battle.
So I mean, Ryder knew he was going to do that at that point.
Probably. So, right. So it just goes to show you how fucking crazy battle rap is.
Think about how long he had to save that as a battler. Like, yo, when I battle Mike P, he could have put that out and got clout. He could have just put it out on his Instagram and got clout for it. He waited. And he got the opportunity. Ain't that something?
Yo, we'll be right back with my special guest. What's your name again? Rosenberg.
You're not going to tell him how much he paid me for this interview.
15 minutes of fame.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go.